Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. That is a lot of face to put on my screen. And look, guys, before we get into disparaging this man for disgusting things that he's done, I want y'all to take a moment and listen at this disclaimer, but look, sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. And if he looks like he has a PEDO looking face, then you're probably right about that assumption. But let me give you a disclaimer first. I'm getting this story from their website, riversidesheriff.org. So thank you for this update. And yes, call this man all the names that y'all want that I probably am going to get flagged if I call him old Peter Griffin looking ass. This is a big nasty man. Look. On Friday, November the 15th, 2024, 4:25 p.m., deputies from the Southwest Sheriff Station responded to Nicholas Road Park, located in the 39,000 Nicholas Road, located at 39955 Nicholas Road in the city of Temecula, regarding a tip that an adult was meeting with a minor for sexual purposes. So this was an organized child pedophile sting. But there is something that makes this unique. And it is not that this man looks like he plays for the 49ers and he retired being a nose guard. He retired 20 years ago and don't give a damn about his health. The thing that makes this story unique is the people who set this up. The people who set him up to be caught were actually the kids. Can y'all believe that? He got set up by the very kids who he was trying to take advantage of because he is just a big, nasty, big weirdo. And you gotta just love how smart kids are, even though dealing with these type of dangerous individuals, these nasty, horrible individuals, can be dangerous for an adult to deal with, let alone kids. But I gotta respect their heart, though. Don't have your kids do nothing like this. Talk to your babies. They shouldn't be doing stuff like this, but I respect the hell out of them. So check it out. Here are the details. They received a tip regarding that an adult was meeting with a minor for sexual purposes. Upon arrival, a deputy was met with a crowd of approximately 20 juveniles recording the encounter. Deputies detained the suspect, identified as William Vanderbush. He looks like the type of person to be sitting hiding in a bush doing some, what do they call that, peeping Tom? He looks like the peeping Tom type. He is 46 years old, allegedly, a resident of Homeland, and deputies requested the Southwest Station's Investigation Bureau to respond and assist. The investigation revealed that Vanderbush sent nude pictures of himself and agreed to meet the minor for sexual purposes. So I guess he thought somebody was going to be turned on. He thought a child was going to be turned on, man. You can't fix people like this. It just needs to be punished. Put him in general population, please. Vanderbush was arrested for several felonies and later booked into the custody at the Coy Bird Detention Center for sending harmful matter to a minor, contacting a minor for sexual purposes, and arranging to meet with a minor for sexual purposes. This is an ongoing investigation and no further information will be released. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office strongly discourages residents from conducting their own undercover investigations, which is what I just said, and arranging to meet with potential suspects. This action unnecessarily jeopardizes the safety of everyone in the vicinity of the park. We encourage anyone with information related to child sex abuse or online sexual exploitation of minors for sex to immediately contact their local law enforcement agency. Law enforcement professionals investigating these types of egregious crimes have specialized training and follow specific protocols to ensure a proper investigation. So this is just to the people, just to give y'all a fair warning. Evidence preservation and public safety. By following these specific protocols, the investigation is not compromised and ensures a thorough investigation is presented to their local district attorney's office for prosecution. Anyone with information on this case is encouraged to call investigator Alyssa Morris or Deputy Kevin Au 951-696-3000. This investigation is ongoing and no further details will be released. I'm going to give you guys a fair usage. I only got one news video, I believe. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, could y'all imagine what the pictures look like that this man sent? Freaking gross. Y'all hit that thumbs up if y'all think it's gross, because I do.
The suspected child predator picked the wrong kids to mess with in Temecula.
Those kids set up a sting operation that helped deputies make a quick arrest. KTLA 5 Shelby Nelson is live in Temecula with the story. Shelby?
Sure, Micah, this was very risky and dangerous. And even though those kids thankfully weren't hurt when they confronted that person here at this Temecula park, law enforcement advises against setting up an amateur sting operation because they say there are several reasons, one of them being that you just never know how someone is going to react when they are confronted. It sounds like an episode from the popular early 2000s reality TV series To Catch a Predator. But in this case, the people setting up the sting operation were a group of teenage vigilantes. Investigators with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department say the meetup happened at Nicholas Road Park in Temecula on Friday at around 4:30 in the afternoon. Law enforcement was tipped off that the suspect, 46-year-old Homeland resident William Vandenbush, was allegedly meeting a minor for sexual purposes.
When deputies arrived to that scene, there was probably about 20 other juveniles there.
Many of them recording the encounter. Vandenbush is accused of sending nude pictures of himself to the minor prior to that. He was arrested and booked on several felonies.
It's good for the teens, but scary at the same time.
Moms Tamron Jung and Faye Hauk find it alarming. They often bring their kids to the park, but there's also another aspect to this, the risk of confronting an alleged predator.
I am a former teacher, and I would say that although I think it's admirable that they wanted to do this, I think the risk would outweigh the benefits for me.
Not just kids. It's risky for anyone that decides to do this type of vigilante investigation.
Sergeant Deirdre Vickers with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department says it's even dangerous for law enforcement, but they have the proper training. And for anyone who plans on conducting a sting operation like this one, they advised against it.
You're catching someone at their most vulnerable time. There's no way to predict what they're going to do, how they're going to react.
Now, Sergeant Vickers also says the manner in which an investigation is handled, how that evidence is processed, is also all very important. And if that is compromised, then in worst case scenarios, a suspect could be released on a technicality. So it's something to keep in mind. In the meantime, the DA is now reviewing this case to see if they will file charges. And if they do, that suspect could be arraigned sometime tomorrow. Reporting live from Temecula, I'm Shelby Nelson. Micah, back to you.
Shelby, thank you.
And I totally respect what these kids were trying to accomplish. But again, it is a large level of risk. There's a risk of this person being able to get away. There's a big risk of them not being able to make a case against this person. And there's a risk that this man might go back into hiding and hurt more children. I'm glad he was able to be caught. I hope that they were able to make the charges stick to him like glue. And yeah, I hope they put him in general population for an allotment of reasons. But nonetheless, shout out to them kids. It's dangerous though. Don't do stuff like that. But shout out to the kids. I'm glad they got this man caught. So one more pedophile off the streets. Thank you guys so much for listening with an open mind. as well as an open heart. And from my heart to yours, I love you all. Thank you to everybody who supports the AFC, the Advocates for Children. We're going to continue to put children first, continue to put criminals like this behind prison as long as we possibly can, okay? Thank you.